Hey, what's up guys? It's Hunter.
And I'm Connor, and we're back. It's been a minute, but we're back. If you don't know, we're RippinDiscs.
We just took a few months there, kind of reevaluated our game, and feel like we've improved a lot since then. So now we're here to bring you the best disc golf content that we can.
We've got some exciting things coming up on our channel with other people. There's just some good things going, so I'm pretty excited.
There's a lot of things to be announced, so you'll see those coming up. But today, what we're gonna do, we're gonna take a look at a hole and show you how we personally would attack that hole, or our thought process to it. That way you can more learn how on the course, when you go play blind, how to look at a hole and figure out your game plan for it. Starting off today, we are here at Snyder's Bluff Golf Course in West Point, Utah. My first thing when approaching a new course that you haven't played before is to really know what shots you have in your bag. If you know you have good backhands, forehands, thumbers, and then going into knowing your discs exactly what they do. And I'm not talking your Ricky Saki bomb power throw, how far it goes. I'm talking about what it will do every time on your most basic throw. So when you know your discs, then you obviously know your distances. So that way you can work out in your head all the different line variables that you can reach. So on hole one here, we have the basket up on the hill over there. And the most typical throw here could be a forehand throw that you swing out to the left over the fairway and let it skip its way in there. This is a little far for my forehand when I'm not warmed up. So I eliminate that. It's not an option for me right now. So I start to look to backhands. And typically at the start, I can throw a backhand up and to the right of this tree and bring it into the left. And that way I can get closer to the basket. But in my mind, when I'm selecting that shot, I want to end on the right side of the basket. So I'm starting, in my mind, I break up the fairway into two. So I've got my left side and my right side. And for that specific shot, I would like it to stay on the right side of the basket just because it will pan out better for me here. So on that first one, I just went a little bit too inside. So I'm gonna swing this one out a little more. I'm gonna go a little more overstable so I'm more guaranteed for it to come back. So just went pin high, a little bit too left still, but overall, I'm happy with that shot. It was exactly how I would want to break this hole down in my mind.
For me on this hole, see, I prefer, my most comfortable shot would be a forehand, just flat to hyzer. I feel like I can always accomplish that. So, and I know it's wide open to the left, so real quick, I'm just gonna throw this for you guys, and then on the next shot, I'll kind of break down what I personally think on a hole. That should be parked. Did you get that on camera? Because that was pretty good. First forehand of the day.
I didn't hit record.
All right, now we're gonna break down a par four for you real quick. And basically for me, I like to break down a par four into two distinct shots. Like I'm playing two separate holes completely. So on this one, it's pretty wide open. So really, I'm just trying to get it down the fairway as far as I can. And ideally, I'd like to be on the right side. So that's the other thing. Just like Hunter said earlier, you kind of want to split the fairway into two different shots. So for me, the right side is going to be better than the left side. So I'm going to take this shot, and even if it was a more tricky par four with trees, you really want to play it as two separate shots to where you're trying to land in a distinct location like another hole. So the shot, and then we'll go to the next one. Drive ended up center of the fairway, a little bit more on the right side like I wanted. So now we've got this approach shot, and this approach shot's much more tricky than, even though it's wide open, it's a lot more tricky. So on this one, we got water on the right, we got bunkers short, but the left is kind of wide open. We just got one tree to miss. So on this shot, what I'm gonna try to do is take something that's not gonna flip into the water, has no chance at flipping, that's a little bit more stable, and not even aim at the water. I'm gonna aim it just straight at the basket, because I'm okay if I have a 15 or 20 foot putt for a birdie. I don't need to park it and swing it over the water and try to put it under the pin, because I mean, that's nice, but I feel confident in 15, 20 footers to where I'm okay aiming straight at the basket and having that putt instead of risking going in the water. So I'm gonna throw this shot. I'm just gonna go pretty much straight at the basket and leave myself a 20 footer. Perfect. All right, got about a 20 footer coming back at the basket, and I feel pretty confident in that putt.
This hole, when I look at it, I see a lot of danger around. I've got water on the far right, I've got an OB line that goes on this fairway, and a lot of trees basically down the middle. So when I'm assessing this hole, I know I always have my right spike, but that means I have to water carry, which is pretty dangerous for me because water gets in my head. So I want to play more towards that fairway that is OB and have it hyzer in on a forehand throw here. Because if we look for the straight, I don't have any obstacles going straight ahead. And then the basket's on the right. So I know if I take an overstable disc like my Scepter and put it out there really flat, then it's gonna eventually work its way back, hopefully being around those trees into the hillside, 10, 15 foot putt. Well, that's how you put it under the basket. Oh, all right. In conclusion today from me, I feel it's most important to know your discs, know how far they go, and what shot shapes you have comfortably in your bag.
It is also important to know when you step up to a tee pad what the terrain is, where the danger is, and to throw the shot shape to stay away from that danger, even if you have to leave yourself 5, 10 feet longer of a putt. Really, it's not a big deal. Work on your putting, stay away from danger, and pick the shot shapes that you feel most comfortable with.
Thank you for tuning in today. We do have a lot of big stuff in the works right now, so be sure to subscribe, stay tuned, leave a comment, let us know some of your techniques on the course, how you like to break down a hole. We always like to learn more and see other people's perspectives.
Thank you guys so much for watching, and make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe. Make sure to get out on the course and go get them birds. We'll see you guys in the next one. We're out.